viewer. I'm just going to start right away. Yep. So, today I am doing art only during this show. Last time I tried to do too many things in one show. It was ridiculous. So, today is only the mixed media project for February's color challenge. And the colors are terracotta, turquoise, and chartreuse. And I have a plan. I don't know how this plan will go. There are some hiccups in the plan, but I'm going with it anyway. So, let me move some bits and pieces out of my way because I'm going to make a mess right off the bat. I was laughing quite a bit when I was watching Patricia from PM Artist Studio, because she was fighting with some purple texture stuff and it was really dried out, and at the same time she was doing that, I was fighting with this. My texture paste it's just so dried. I put a bunch of water in it. I broke it up. I'm trying to, oh my, what a mess. I don't even know if this is usable, but I'm going to get whatever I can out of it. And to add to the problem, oh shoot. To add to the problem, I can't find my palette knife anywhere, because that would help smoosh it and loosen it up a bit. But no. I am putting some blue in it, as you can see, some blue mica powder. Gosh darn it, mica powder is just, I mean, I'm asking for trouble using mica powder because I make such a mess with this stuff. It's just very, very floaty mica powder. Oh, that's a lot of green. Well, we'll see if I end up with something turquoisey. You know what? I bet I have, there we go, live chat. Oh, there we are. I couldn't see any of you guys. Thank you for dropping in, even if it is for a few minutes. For any minutes, I appreciate it. I couldn't see you guys because I had it on top chat instead of live chat. And I always forget to check that. All right, so let's see if we can get anything workable out of here. And then I'm going to pull out a stencil. It's yours, Darcy. Ooh, it's the Ovals All Over from Darcy at PM Artist Studio. Because I want to get some texture on this. I made this ahead of time, as you can see. This is some black and some blue and some mica powder and some paint, and it's just all swirled. But I got, and it's gessoed, so I got my background set and ready. Oh my gosh, this is so something. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Good grief, Charlie Brown. This is just a mess. Okay, I'm going to give this a try anyway. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's only paper. Okay, I don't know if I need more than this or not. I hope not, because I don't want to remix. That'll just mess stuff up. I do want it a little bit darker than this, though, so I'm going to add a little bit of more blue. That was a lot more blue, not a little. Yeesh. Yeesh, man. Darcy, that is so exciting that you need 16 more people. 3,000 is a big number, lady. You deserve it, and I'm happy for you. For real. For real, for real. Okay, now we're not turquoise anymore. I went overboard with the blue and we're just straight up blue now. Okay, so guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to add more green in. I'll just keep doing this all day till I get the right color. That'll be exciting television. Must-see TV. Color mixing. Hours on end. I'm going to end up with a nice dark color, though. That's what I really wanted. Because I just want to keep pulling this forward, right? I heard Patricia and Mariah saying they've already done the color challenge, right, and do it right away. I have been anxious for this like all month, and I don't know that in future months I'm going to be able to hold out till the last Sunday of the month. The last Sunday of the month was actually chosen for a different purpose, so I may need to adjust. Okay, there we go. We got Darcy's stencil. This is called Ovals All Over. This is from PM Artist Studio. Excuse me. No. Back on your bed. Sorry, I'm cat wrangling. She wants to jump in. She can't. She's not allowed. Okay, so let me see what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get just like this. I'm just going to do a stripe down each side, and then if I have enough stuff over here, I'm going to do a little at the top. Let's see what happens. Shall we? My texture paste. Oh my goodness. It is just... I really wish I knew where my palette knife was. I tried to blame my cat for stealing it, and the reason I can't find it, but she was not buying it. She was claiming she had nothing to do with it. At least that's what I took from her silence. All right, ready? Yep, just like that. I am happy with that. Okay, and now we need... Oh, well, I better do the other side first. I'll do the other side. In this bubble, this area, I think. Goodness sakes, what a mess. I was actually a little shocked at how much cats actually do steal from my studio. So I have 4 kitties in this house, and yes, 4 is way too much. Don't do that if you can help it. 2 of them are accidental kitties. All of the critters in my house are rescue critters to some degree or another. And, you know, when they need saving and they come your way, you just save them, don't you? I mean, apparently I do. I just did this wrong. Gosh darn it. Did you guys see what I did? Were you yelling and I didn't hear you? Because I don't want that straight line. I'm gonna try to sneak this in. Oh, get in there. All right, let's see if I manage to make that wavy but not wreck everything. I think that's going to end up okay. I know it looks like a ginormous mess, but I think it's going to be okay. You have a friend with 11 cats? Oh my gosh. The 4 of these guys are just driving me bonkers. Okay, so this is texture paste. This is not good for your stencils. It will wreck your stencils. So since I'm doing a show right now and I don't want to have to stop, right? I just have a really shallow covered Tupperware-ish bin that I'm going to throw this in, and it has water in it, and it will keep everything safe. So if you ever need to keep your stencils safe when you're in the middle of a job, just get one of those Dollar Tree if I had a big property, I'd have it full of cats too, you know? It just would be. It would have cats and dogs and squirrels, because they're my favorite. Oh, and I mean, all the critters. I mean, squirrels are all natural, right? So, but I would encourage them to hang out, even though the cats would probably discourage them. I'm going to throw this in my water tub too, because it's not hard to scrape stuff off the glass, but if I keep it like that, it's fine. Okay, so there's some turquoise on the project. The next thing is, I don't know if you can tell yet, but this is going to be an under the sea project. And the next thing that I am going to add to this is these bits and pieces. I did a bunch of heat embossing stuff on tissue paper, and I just want to layer it here, you know, up the sides and across the bottom. So I don't know where to start, and I don't know what I'm going to use and not use, and we're just going to go, you know. Here, you know what? I'll start with this one, because this one didn't turn out that great because I used a super chunky embossing powder. It doesn't give details so much, right? And this is a really detailed stencil. So this one would be great for implying farther away. So this one has a job to do. Implying farther away. And I did tear them out quite a bit, but not all the way. So we're going to do some tearing today. Oh, what is the tool I'm using? It's a little tiny micro spoon, and it's for my mica powders. It came in a set of 2. Darcy, I see you're still the boss of my chat. I couldn't figure out how to fix that on my channel. Wow, I still don't see how to fix it. Huh. Apparently, Darcy, you're just forever the boss of my chat. Congratulations. I'm sure you wanted a job. Someday I will figure out how to fix it. Where are we going to put this puppy? Let's put this puppy here-ish. We need glue, don't we? No, let's not have glue. Let's use clear gesso. Where is my clear gesso? And I'll get another glass plate. By the way, if you ever, a lot of people have the glass working mat. If you don't have a glass working mat and you want to know how to have a surface for your stuff, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know, me and words don't get along all that great, but these are just glass trivets from the Dollar Tree. And I just take the little feet off, and they work fabulous. Rawr. Okay, there we go. And we'll need a brush. I mean, when you're moving stuff, brushes are good. If I can find one. Seriously, what have I done with all of my stuff? Do you guys hide stuff on yourselves? I know I do. I hide all my toys on myself. It's ridiculous. I'm going to use a fan brush to apply my clear gesso. That's a bit ridiculous, but hey, whatever works. Okay. First plant decided and committed. Woohoo! I was hoping that the tissue paper would blend in better. I don't know that it won't, but I don't think we're going to be able to tell till it's dry. You know? Let's do this one. This is just an outline of coral. So I think this would also be good for a farther away bit, because it will just imply that there's coral back there. And this is my attempt at terracotta. It really is sort of metallic and coppery or bronze or something, but it's sort of a terracotta, right? Let's put this one right here, I think. Right here looks good to me. Be careful on that wet texture paste. Okay. Now, this one is a much more substantial guy. So this one's going to go to the front. I don't think I'm going to tack this one down yet. Let's see. Oh, let me see now. I do want somebody as a moderator, for sure. That's funny. That's funny. I bet you trust Mariah. She seems like a person who is completely trustable, you know? That does not surprise me at all. You know what I did? I did not make enough plants. So I don't know if this is going to turn out fabulous or silly, but we're going to just keep working. Keep working, keep working. I do need a moderator. And certainly, Miss Darcy, I also trust you implicitly. I just don't, I mean, I remember you offering to help for that first day, but I don't remember you signing on for a lifetime commitment deal. That might be a little presumptive of me. Okay, now we got another plant. And we'll put a coral way over here in front. But I don't want to do that down yet. There should be more stuff behind it, shouldn't there? Let's put this rather, let's put this coral behind this coral, because it's a little less, what? It's a little less refined. I'm not sure. That's not the word I was gonna say, but it works. Let's do something. Come here, you. Come here, you. No, don't stick down yet. There we go. Something like this. There we go. I'm gonna do that. Ah! Okay, maybe not. Okay. There we go. I win. Yipes, man. Yipes. Okay. Okay. Now, there's some terracotta, there's some chartreuse in here, but look what else I made. I made little sea urchins. What is that one called? That's an anemone? Anemone. And then I made some of the other anemones where I just drew lines. Very spiky anemones. So we're going to add some more of the chartreuse by putting in anemones. Sea. Can you tell I just like saying that word? Sea anemones. Let's add this guy right here in front. Right in front. I don't know what's going to happen when you layer up too many layers of this tissue paper either. This is another experiment because I was wondering if it's going to make it feel like things are backing away and coming forward, right? Or is it just going to obscure what you're trying to portray? We will find out when everything's dry. I mean, that's all there is to that, right? You don't know till you try it. If you guys have already tried it, I apologize. Okay, that one doesn't even need anything. It can just sit there. I got another coral here. That I think should go on the right side somewhere. I'm feeling quite unbalanced, but I kind of want to put it way over here, but that would be silly. Or should I just put it like this? Oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that, and I'm gonna do the gesso underneath. Okay, now it feels like we're going this way. That'll end up getting cut off quite a bit, but that's all right. It's okay. Here is a little guy that turned out very green. And then I chopped his little head off. Not that he has a head, but I chopped him, man. That wasn't very nice. I think he can go like this. Well, now I just found one I want to put behind that one. That's a little silly. We'll see if that's a doable thing. Ha, yeah, Darcy's hair is adorable, isn't it? Aw. That's awesome, Darcy. I would love to have you be around. I would absolutely love it. I might change the day, though. Like I said, I chose the last Sunday for a different reason, and then I just struggled to wait for this project till the end of the month, because I don't want to show you guys why I was so excited about this project yet, because it's sitting right over there, and I'll be bringing it out soon enough, but I had a bunch of fun. I was having a conversation with my mother about this project. She every once in a while will ask, you know, what's going on. And I tell her about you folks and things that we do and things that I'm doing and what have you. And she is also a very, very artsy person, right? And she kind of got into the idea of this one and sparked some ideas for me for this one, and I just ran with it. Did you notice that that exclamation point on ran. That's how I ended up with 2 different projects for this one too. I did the tag in the Friday freebie feature premiere. That's hard to say. That's hard for me to say anyway. Friday freebie feature. I'll get better at it if I keep that name, I would imagine. Let's see. Let's put this guy. Let's put this guy right here. Okay. All right, now that might be enough for this under the water stuff, but I just don't think that an under the water thing is the same unless it has bubbles. So I made a bunch of bubbles. I made silver bubbles and turquoise bubbles and dark metallic blue bubbles and white bubbles. And I'm not sure what I want to use because I like them all. They're so fun. But I feel like this one should be trimmed as much as possible and glued down because hopefully it will represent bubbles in the way back. Bubbles in the way back. Oh, let's see. Oh, copper in neon pink to make terracotta. Did that work out? That sounds amazing. Burnt sienna. Yeah, I think I used a burnt sienna a bit for the other project too. You know, they're all in the terracotta family, right? Let's put this just a little off center. Oh, I think here. This is going to be a little off center. And we got bubbles. Darcy, I'm glad you're intrigued. I don't know that anybody is going to think this is nearly as fun as I did. Because, I mean, I am so easily entertained and impressed, and not with myself. I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I just mean that it doesn't take much to get me excited about arty things, or actually just anything. I'm easy to impress and get excited about trying things and creating things. And now we have a silver bubble. Oh, I don't like it there. Move it over. Move over, little bubble. Okay. There. Jeez. Touchy little bubbles. And let's get some turquoise bubbles. I may be overhyping. I do that because I get excited. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. We need a handful of more bubbles. Let's put a bubble up there in that big fat mess up there. It'll help clean up that mess. That's an assistive bubble. Oh, and I wrinkled. Look what I did. Good grief, man. Put a bubble right there. What color is next? I think silver. Let's get some silver bubbles, and then we'll have to get some white. Or no, should silver be the very front bubble? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know which is next, silver or white. Maybe silver should be the very front. Technically, white is the brightest, right? But silver would be the bubbles catching the light. I think. And I think we're going to have to tear this up because I don't think I want another big glob of bubbles. Or maybe I do. Ooh. What do you think of that? And then the few silver ones. I'm going to let that sit there a minute because I've just decided that I want these other two turquoise ones on here too. It's going to be a very crowded ocean scene. Okay. Nope, that's too samey same on both sides. Okay, I'll think about that for a second. I feel like I should ask a question so there's more chat. Oh, there's more chat. Marta. It's just a heart. I like the heart. It looks happy. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I don't know what... You know what? Oh, I can tear this one to create some of the other stuff because it's got the little tiny bubbles in it. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I can spread out the tiny bubbles. That makes sense. Right there. That's what I needed. Everybody needs tiny bubbles now and then, right? Let's see if there's more tiny bits. Only hard to get to ones. It still mixes up the bubble situation though, so I like that. Okay, I'm gonna trim this way down. I actually think I'm gonna go with another big glob of bubbles. I think I'm gonna do this whole white piece, just like the dark blue. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. Let go. I think I might do it just like that. If I do that, then I could take this little chunk of little bubbles and do what? Maybe just put it right there with it / behind it. And then maybe I don't want those other turquoise bubbles because maybe the silver is just the ending. We got silver, silver, silver. I'm kind of liking that. Let's commit. Let's not think about it too terribly much. I'm gonna glue this whole thing down just as it's sitting. Well, I mean, if it will hold still for me. Oh, no, get back on the page. Yeesh. No. No. My bubbles are escaping. You need to be under. And you're supposed to be under that one too. Okay, I'm not going to win that battle though. I'll just leave it. Darcy, I have a feeling this stencil is perfect for this. I don't know that this is what you ever intended for this stencil, but I just kind of love it. I'm just kind of loving it for this sea feeling. Tiny bubbles. I don't know the next line of that song. I sing that all the time, but then that's all I do. Tiny bubbles. Is it in the wine? In the wine. Make me happy, make me feel fine. Is that it? What? I might have just remembered a thing. You have no idea how amazing that is if I actually remembered a thing. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh. Okay. So this is really starting to dry, and this is really turning out kind of the way I thought it would and that I wanted it to. I think that just super quick, I'm going to pull out my heat gun and dry this a little bit. I have been told that this is not ridiculously loud for the people tuning in. But if that's not true and people were just being kind, I apologize for this. But I want to get on to the next part. And I need this to be just a tad drier so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, okay. And I should throw my paintbrush in the water so it doesn't get wrecked. Get in there. Well, that's not going to help. It's just floating with the bristles sticking out. That won't work. Okay, there we go. All right, I hope this is not too obnoxious. And I won't do it too terribly long. And it's blowing the tissue paper scraps everywhere. That's too funny. You know what, Darcy? I actually, and all of you, right? I actually love to see when people use things in unique ways. I have wanted to, for the longest time, put together, I hope you guys can hear me. I have wanted to put together like several kits of the exact same materials. Same design, same size, same everything. Pass them out to a few artists and have everybody do their own thing without discussion and without showing, and just see what people come up with, how they're the same, how they're different. I think that would be such a fun thing to try out. If anybody's interested in trying that idea with me, Miss Marta, or anybody, I would certainly be willing to put the kits together and send them out. I think it's a great illustration of of what somebody said earlier in here. There's no mistakes in art. Entirely true. And what? Something I can't think of. Gosh darn me in my brain. Oh, it's always inspiration, right? We talked about on the PM Artist Studio stream. They talked about what do you do if you're just stuck and you can't think of anything to do. But the other thing that I get stuck in, and I'm betting other people do too, is oh shoot. I can add you to the list. I will totally add you to the list. Okay, let's for sure do it. Let's do it. I will try to figure out how to set that up, and I will start pulling together some cool things, whatever I think is cool. So some things about this project did not turn out the way that I wanted them to, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do to fix it, but the tissue paper on the dark background shows up way more than I want it to. Like I said, not sure what to do about that. I'm wondering if I take watercolor paint and lightly go over this. Will it go around the texture paste? Let's do that. We're gonna do another experiment. Because metallics are freebies. And somewhere near here is my metallic watercolors. Seriously. Oh, there it is. I am a professional misplacing things person. Nobody can misplace things as skillfully as I can. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try the dark green with the blue and see if we end up with something that will be watery, turquoisey, and not ruin the dimension. That's my goal here. Hide the tissue paper, stay in the color scheme, don't ruin the dimension. Yikes, that's asking a lot from your watercolors. But I think nope, not enough color. Not enough. Not gonna work anyway because I'm assuming because the stuff is gessoed on, right? It's just not gonna soak into the tissue paper, right? So it's not gonna work. All right, everything's got kind of a wavy metallic sheen to it now, though. That's kind of cool. Okay, I'll not stress about it. One more blast with the heat gun just to take care of that a little bit. And then I'm going to show you the great big inspiration for this project. Oh, that was quick. Yeah. Wow. Okay, that was super quick. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so here's the thing. This is all cut up at this point, but this was my mother's idea. What if I made a cutout of a squirrel in paisley and had a paisley squirrel? And then I could have the paisley with all those colors that are, what am I trying to say? Paisley that are all the colors for the challenge this month. And I went down a rabbit hole in my own, I gave a sneak peek. I went down a rabbit hole in my own paper supply, and I couldn't find what am I trying to say? I couldn't find the paisley I was looking for, but I found this chartreuse paisley. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on one of my lights. I wonder if that's going to help the colors show up the way they're supposed to. A little bit. Okay, so anyways, I was looking at the paisley paper, and I was like, that looks an awful lot like a fish. And then I thought, oh wait, a fish with big kissy lips. And then I ended up with this guy. Well, this guy is going to end up being in the journal if this ends up being a book cover. But I made a little family of kissy fishes out of paisley. So this is what I was so excited about, Darcy. I am sorry if these are a disappointment. And I'm blowing them all over the place. But I just kind of fell in love with these kissy face fishes. So there's what's going on. We're going to add these guys to the scene. And then I don't know what we're going to do. We need to add some sparkles and we need to cut it out and see how it's turning out. And I'm not sure what else. But first, let's get our fishies in place. Let's start with the big one. Front fishy first. That's the rules. Front fishies first. One little fishy. I've just got one little fishy. That is the song that I sing to my fish, actually, every day. I sing my fish a breakfast song. And when it's time for his breakfast, I sing, I just got one little fishy. I'm not entirely sure it's true. It's probably just all in my head. But I swear he gets excited when I sing him his breakfast song. I also have a dinner song for my cats, and I know for a fact they get excited about their dinner song. Because holy buckets, do they come running when they hear their dinner song. A few of them are outside. 3 of the 4 are indoor-outdoor cats. And even, I don't know if I should admit that I do this because people do think I'm a rather bit of a lunatic, right? I sing their dinner song out the door and to call them home for dinner. And I have seen people in my neighborhood walking down the sidewalk laughing and pointing. Because apparently The neighbors have heard me singing the kitty dinner song. It's all right. I can own that I'm a little bit on the strange side. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care. But my cats love their dinner song. All right, we now have 3 little fishies. Let's maybe see if we can add some of this in splashy mode. Except we don't want to splash our fishies too much, right? So we'll cover up this bit. And we'll cover up. This is my professional method. This bit. And we'll cover up the little guy. It won't sit right. There we go. I think, I don't know what color splashes will work, but I'm going to aim for terracotta-ish. And I don't know if they'll show up. And I guess if I make it thick enough, right? If I just loosen up the paint, but not too much water, they might stay. I'm not sure why the ocean would have terracotta splashes in it, but my ocean has terracotta splashes in it. Lots of them, apparently. Okay, I'm having way too much fun at that. Oh, goodness sakes. Let's see what we got. I don't know, guys. This little project seems to need some help. Any suggestions? I mean, maybe I won't be able to tell exactly what to do until I've taken the tape off and we actually see what the piece looks like, right? Because I can never tell when it's got all this extraneous stuff. Should we cut it out and see? Oh, I think I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut it out and see what we got. I'm a little nervous. Can you tell? Yeah, I think the tape off will help. And because I did some art onto the tape, I think the best way to get this to come off properly is to cut it again. Okay. Let's go for a reveal here and see what we need to work on. I could completely flip upside down, right? I said I think I'm going to change my Sunday from the last Sunday of the month. I could go straight to the first Sunday of the month. If I'm ready next week with whatever the next color challenge is, I could just be like 2 weeks in a row. I actually don't know if I could handle that, but I could try. I don't know if I'd be ready that fast anyway, but yeah. I'm already excited for the next color challenge. Ooh, hey, this one's trying to escape. Hold on, guys. This fish is trying to get away. I must teach this fish who's boss. There is no escape, little fishy. You either. I apparently missed some fins. I must get under the fins. Okay. La 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 la. Okay, there we go. And let's grab something to set him on. Sorry if that was loud. I didn't realize that was right next to the microphone. There we go. Get rid of the glary piece. Oh no, the fishies are all glary. What do we think, guys? It needs some edging because I edge everything. And I think I'm just going to edge it in dark blue. If I can remember what I did with this blue. Here, I got it. Let's edge it in dark blue. You know what? Should I round the corners on this one? Because everything's sort of roundy and bubbly. Ooh. Well, hello, Miss Debbie. Oh, some wisps of gesso. Yep. Not the clear gesso though, right? You mean the white gesso? I think I'm going to round the corners to continue the round bubbly bit. If I can. Come on, get in there. There we go. And you, oh, easy peasy on that one. And you, easy peasy on that one. This one might be challenging. Nope, just the one. Good deal. All right, now let's edge the whole thing. Well, I appreciate you stopping in, Miss Debbie. This is a fabulous way to take a break. Sit around and hang out and art. All right, so wispies around the fish. My fish do feel static. So I'm trying to think if I should use, oh, here, let's try this. I will pull my tray back over and I'll pull out my white gesso. Rawr. Oh, and make a big fat mess because that's required. Yikes, man. And I have fabulous liner brushes. What if we can, this should do some fun squiggles behind the fishies. I'm a little scared to try though, because, let's get it a little runnier. Okay, that was a bit much. No. Darcy, I'm not good at this. It was a fabulous idea and I'm ruining your idea. apparently need to be taught how to do squiggles. Shoot, man. Let's see what we got. La 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 la. Well, I could always cover that with another plant of some sort. Well, it certainly feels like they're off to the races now. Oh my gosh. Less precise. Did I go like too, is this too literal? Is that what I did? I think I'll imply that there's other fishies in the front. I'll imply that there's more fishies. Pat it with a paper towel. You're right. Gosh darn it. I just don't think of stuff when I'm under pressure. This is so much pressure. Too late. It already dried. I did push it back a little bit though. Those aren't the worst fishy movement bits that I could have done. I also need a little bit of dimension between the fishies themselves. So I'm going to get my pencil. And do a little shading here and here. And then I don't know how many shadows there are in the ocean when they're just swimming through the water part, right? But I'm gonna do that anyway, because it's my ocean and I can make shadows if I wanna. Okay, let me get that to move a little bit. Let me get this to move. Okay, just a little shadowing. And I forgot that the fishies are not gessoed. So the water is soaking into the fishies. Mistakes have been made. It'll all work out fine, I think, in the end. There we go. Let's see. Oh, yep, some shadows under the fishies. They need a little bit of dimension to them. I think I'm going to try to pull this down without getting too much water at them. Let's try to pull this one down. Clean that one up. There, we got some dimension behind the fishies. Excuse me, lady cat. Get on your bed. How spoiled is that? She has a bed on my desk. She also has, this particular cat of mine also has a crystal water dish on my desk. She's too good to drink water with the other kitties. She has to have her own water dish. There, I can push some of those ripples back that I got carried away with too, can't I? Let's just sort of do that all over the place. All right, now what? Now we might be done. Let's take a look quick. What do we got? Oh, we got off screen. That's what we got. Try to get rid of some glare. No, that's not the culprit. Let's try this one. That's not the culprit either. It's the one overhead that's the culprit. All right, this is not great art, guys. This is not high standard. I don't think this one's ever going to be a book cover. That's what I'm saying. But could this be just a journal tag? I mean, tags don't have to be quite as fancy as a journal cover, do they? They can be questionable, I think. Maybe. It did make it more moody, and you know what else it did? It gave it the depth that I wanted. I really wanted you to be able to feel the ocean, right? I really wanted to be able to feel that. I wanted it to be a topper, like for a journal book cover. Now it could be a card topper of some sort, a really big card, but the tissue paper experiment is really the only part that failed me here. If I had a different way of doing the heat embossing of the plants and the bubbles, like I could have just heat embossed directly on the project, but I don't like that as much. I don't know. I don't know, guys. There might be other ways to fix it too. I won't give up on these fishies. It is fun. I have to admit that this one was a hoot to put together. Even the tediousness that is cutting out circles for fishy eyeballs, because I cut those out one at a time and sized them individually. It was ridiculous. But the whole thing was a hoot just because these fish are just too funny. I am not giving up on this. Like I said, I am going to think about how it can be repaired. Yeah, learning while playing. Absolutely. I knew this was an experiment, so I'm not brokenhearted, but I like, you know what? I know where this can be used and it'll be just fine. I am going to start donating a lot of the stuff that I make to the cancer center by my house. I'm also going to start donating if anybody buys a journal, although I haven't made journals in quite a while, so I should probably do that first. But I want to say that if in the future, if people buy a journal, they can tell me a hospital, and I will send a pack of donated stuff to their cancer center also. But I can write some kind of message on the back of this and turn it into a donation for the cancer center. And those are just supposed to be things that just make somebody smile once and then they throw them away. Because they're for when people go in for chemotherapy and stuff. And a lot of times people put in those pocket hugs, right? And I'm going to make some pocket hugs. But I'm also going to donate some art bits. I doodle on it too. I was just thinking of that. I should get out my black pen. I should get out my white gel pen and my black, not my Sharpie. Sharpies are just not great for doodling, in my opinion. Excuse me, lady. I think I will add some highlighting where the water went in too much. Excuse her. She's very rude, this one. So let's fix that edge right there. Put some highlighting up here. Do some highlighting on all the top bits as well. And then I'll find my black or sepia. I'm not sure which I should use, but I'll use my black or sepia to do some doodles. Okay. Did that do anything? Yes. It does. Now, let's get the other markers. And we will use whichever ones I grabbed. Sepia would be kind of terracotta and black would add to the drama. And it is the black ones. If you want color fast markers and you can't afford the micron ones, Bianyo is lower price point. And I like them just fine. And I'm not sponsored by anybody. And I think it's always funny when I say that, because of course I'm not. But let's see, where can we doodle? Where and what? I'm going to be a little daring right off the bat because I want to circle the eyeballs. Maybe I just half circle like that. Let's come in closer so you can see what the heck I'm doing at this point. Why don't I make the lips a little more pronounced? I mean, if you have big, fishy, kissy, fishy lips, you should see them, right? And then I think I got in too close. That's what I think. I think what I can do... Where am I? What is going on? There we go. I think what I can do is imply the even farther back plants. Let's try this. We're seaweeding. Now I'm highlighting bubbles. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. I should put a little white highlight on those ovals from the stencil. Okay. Okay. Do 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 do. I don't know what to say when I'm trying to concentrate on seeing my squiggles. This is where I could use a Mariah. Somebody talking when I can't say words. Concentrating is hard. I'll push that back a little. I think I just colored over a seaweed that I wanted to keep, so I'm going to put a new seaweed there. I'm going to have to put in a new seaweed. Let's put in something with a little bit of a different shape. This is not what I meant at all when I said, yeah, I should doodle. I didn't think I was going to, you know, draw actual things. But there you are. Sometimes you just never know what's going to happen. We need something over here. And it can't be alone because that's the rules. There we go. All right, what do we got? We got too much glare. I need to invest in better lighting, but I don't know how to do better lighting, so I haven't invested yet. Let's break up this too. I'm wondering if this is going to help hide that tissue paper. I mean, to some degree it's gonna no matter what, but I'm wondering how effective it's going to be at masking that a little bit. I did go where the art took me. Ooh, I get fresh eggs on Wednesday. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I know. I have killed a few pens that way, Darcy. I don't know about you guys, but I always go where the art takes me. I can have just all of the best laid plans and ideas and what have you. Like, who in the world ever thought I would end up with paisley fish for the color challenge of chartreuse, turquoise, and terracotta? We just went off on a tangent, and there you go. Okay, so I'm going to switch back to white for a second because I'm thinking that I'm going to add a little white curvy to a bunch of the stencil bits. Yeah, I like that. Let me do it over here quick. Then I will get my grubby paws out of the way. I think I'm going to do the same thing on these little black bits that I did, just to make them a little less harsh and to make it look like they shimmer when they wiggle. Because everybody should shimmer when they wiggle. We need a little bit of shimmer in our shimmy. This is kind of working. It's just toning down the harsh a little bit. I didn't know you liked paisley, Debbie. Do you do you approve of the paisley fish then? Paisley fishies. There are a bunch of things that I am liking better about this now. There are a few things that I still wish to fix. And gosh, it's a glary piece, isn't it? There we go. Tip it up a little bit. So this won't go live for a while, and I need to do a little editing. I mean, it won't go on replay for a little while, and I need to do a little bit of editing to get that first bit out of the front of this video, right? But then if you are one of the people who said that you're interested in that, let's see what we do with the exact same package, send me a message or something in the chat, in the comments. Because I won't remember who you are, and I don't know if I can go back through live chat and find everybody. But I would totally be willing to figure out how to contact people and put that project together, because I've wanted to do it for quite a while. I didn't know that it would get some enthusiasm, but it totally did get some enthusiasm. So, I let's do it. Words. It's supposed to be a book cover, Debbie, but I'm not really thrilled with it, so I don't think it's going to end up being a journal cover. I don't know that for sure yet, though, because I'm kind of thinking I can find more chartreuse and terracotta plants and do some stuff here, and I might be able to get rid of the tissue paper bubbles. But as a concept, I'm happy with this. Darcy's stencil did exactly what I wanted it to. It's got movement, right? And it's got a bubbly feel to it. So that did what I wanted. The painting that I started with the black and the circle motif, definitely got it lighter at the top and the bottom. And you can feel the depth of the ocean behind the fishes. And the fish are adorable. So there's lots of things that I'm happy with about this. But as far as an experiment goes, I learned to not tissue paper. I'm going to need a different way to do that. My name on Facebook? Or I am Cheryl Daney. Or Daney Craft on Facebook. Yeah, bucket. Here, I'll just type it. I'll just type the whole thing in there. Also, I should remember to put links in description boxes, because you could just... I could just add a link and... I could just have a link in my personal Facebook, and then people could use that. Thank you, Darcy. Okay. Whoops. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Everything's all lopsided. Oh, I see why. There we go. Good grief, man, I tell ya. I'm off kilter. I think we're done. I think we're done for the day. I think this was a great project. It's not a complete fail, and I learned a few things, and I had fun hanging out with you guys. And now we have another project to look forward to. By the way, I am thrilled to pieces to try this project with you guys, but I want you to know something ahead of time. I do go by many names, which means I would be a great character in a fantasy novel. Hi, Jim. I want you to know something before we even commit to this idea of this little project. Is I do everything in slow motion. If you know anything about chronic illness and spoon theory and all that kind of stuff, I have very few spoons in a day. If you don't know what that means, it just means that my energy is extremely limited. So I will put things together and get it out in a fairly fast fashion because I'm so excited about this. But I would like to set the time frame for when we actually get it done. I would like to be ample with that, just in case that bothers anybody. I know some people will also appreciate an ample finish time. Do you have spoons also? Yeah. I have very few spoons. It will happen eventually. That's kind of the thing. Yeah, that's the timeline I go on, Darcy. Eventually. Okay. We got lots of spoon people going on then. Okay, as long as, I mean, we're all on the same page. Wine and does that say divine? You're behind a heart. Wine and divine at church tonight. Oh my gosh, that sounds fun. I'm predicting a lot of laughing in your evening, Debbie. And I will see you Wednesday. And I'm going to sign off for now. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. And I will start, I will accept your, oh, good grief. I will accept your friendship request. And yeah, let's get going on getting a group together so I know how many kits to make. That's really the only thing that's important to get it started is how many people should I make this for? All right. Thank you and goodbye and have a great day, everybody. Debbie, see you Wednesday. Bye.